Hi everybody, so today is Wednesday. We went out this morning. We didn't get much school done this morning because we had to go out. You want to say hi? Poop. I am making myself a salad. I got a little Caesar salad from the food store, and then we made a whole bunch of unhealthy fried chicken the other night in the fryer outside. So I have some leftover chicken. I'm going to cut that up, put that in here. Got my Caesar dressing and some croutons. So it should be a yummy lunch. And what I'm gonna try to do is have like a lighter dinner.
And some of this.
Thank you.
And some mosquito cream on the chicken.
Okay, go finish your reading. Now I have to add time to it.
No, I
I feel like it makes more sense to have like a bigger lunch or like a bigger meal in the middle of the day, because that's when I'm more active and like busy and like I get hungry because I'm doing stuff, instead of waiting to eat a bigger meal for dinner around like 5 or 6 o'clock, when like after that I'm really not doing much. I'm kind of just, after dinner there's not much going on, so it kind of doesn't make sense to eat a lot then. So I don't know, I might try switching up my meal thing and just trying to eat like a smaller, lighter dinner and a more normal size lunch. Anyway, I'm gonna have some lunch. I'm gonna go on Zillow, do some house hunting. This is normally when I'll go on my phone and like scour the listings, see what else has come up, if anything. Haven't found anything yet. Of course, I've been praying really hard to just find something because I'm so tired of looking. So I just want God to come through and just put a house out there for us so that this can be over. Anyway, I'll show you the book that I got from the library when I'm done with my lunch. So this is the book that I picked up from the library. It's Mike Mulligan and his Steam Shovel, and I don't think I've ever read this one as a kid or read it to any of my kids yet, but it is a popular book, and it's actually written by the same person who I got a free book from the little free library by us, like back, I don't know, months ago. It's called The Little House, by the same author, and the pictures look the same too. So I think this is going to be a cute book. My plan is to try to do kind of like pick picture books like this, and I have a list that I'm going to go through. It's actually the book list from a curriculum that I just found out about. It's called 5 in a Row. I'm not going to buy the 5 in a Row curriculum book because I really don't think I would use it that much, but I did find the book list online, like the recommended books, and this was one of them. So I'm going to pick different ones, and we're going to kind of do like, well, this is what I want to do, like little kind of unit studies with them, and just like kind of pick themes that are in each book to learn from, and I don't know, just kind of let the picture book guide our studies and just pick different things from it to learn about for each book. I don't know, I looked into creating like lap books for the picture books, but that looks a little bit too intimidating and complicated, and I actually spent like 2 hours one day trying to find things that I could use for the kids to make lap books for this book, and I just could not find anything. So I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about this, but there are different themes in here, different things we can study, like the setting, the time of history this takes place in, other types of machinery that used steam, and then like the whole point of this book is that there's competition from gas and diesel powered machinery, like competition between that and steam. So I don't know, I just wish that we could learn a little bit more organically through good picture books. Like there are so many picture books in the library to choose from that it is entirely overwhelming, and it's hard to find like actual good ones. I feel like anybody can write a book, and there have been numerous times where I've like picked out a book and thought it looked good and then brought it home to read to them, and I'm just like, this is so dumb. Like, what are we even reading? Like, who wrote this? Why is this even a book? So anyway, I'm gonna go through a list of actually good children's books, pick from those and see what we can learn from them and what we can do to kind of like little projects we can do with them. Nothing too crazy. Again, I want to be able to learn like naturally, kind of, but I still need some structure or else I feel like we'll be doing nothing. They're both still going to be working on their math. I still have their other curriculum that I bought, which is Christian Light Education, and I actually was going to make a video about what they're each using this year, their curriculum, so maybe I'll still do that. We still have Christian Light, which we're still going to keep up using. I'm just not sure. I'm probably not going to do every subject for them every day. It's just too much. And it just doesn't feel normal. It feels like I'm trying to do school at home, and that's not what I want this to be. Like I looked up the meaning of the actual definition of the word school, and it's an institution for educating children. So our home is not a school. It's not a home institution for educating children. Like this is not an institution. This is our home. This is where we live. This is just like, our life. So I don't know. That's my big plan for right now. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, I also got this from a different library. I picked up this the other day, the Tech Wise Family. I heard that this was good, and it's actually pretty good. I haven't gotten too far into it yet, I'm on page 50. So far, what I've been reading is really helpful, and I think I'm going to be implementing some of the tips and things in this book into our family. I don't know, technology is just my biggest issue right now, like my biggest parenting thing that I'm trying to figure out. Like I don't know, I try so many different things and I still feel like technology is just taking over our lives and their childhood and our home, and it's just like I just want to throw everything with a screen out or something. But obviously I can't do that. Sometimes I just feel like their childhoods are going to waste because they're just overtaken with different devices and screens and the internet and tablets and apps and all this stuff that they want that grabs their attention more. All the other things that they could be experiencing or enjoying, they're not even getting a chance to because everything on the screen is more exciting and interesting to them. But anyway, this book is like supposed to help you put technology in its right place. There was something in here about making sure technology is in its proper place and knowing when it's in its proper place. Let me see if I can find it. It says technology is in its proper place when it starts great conversations. It's out of its proper place when it prevents us from talking with and listening to one another. And this is one that kind of just like really hit me. It was because when the kids are on their tablets and they got their headphones on and they're in a totally different room, like we're not talking to each other, we're not, interacting with each other at all. Like, I don't know, it's not like we're sitting down and watching a show together and talking about it and having discussions about it. And it's like bringing up conversation points or anything like that. At the end of the day, like when I was a kid, we used to sit down and like watch a TV show together. Like, remember TGIF? Does anybody remember that? Thank God it's Friday on the WB. There used to be a whole lineup of shows on there, and I didn't watch all of them, but we would sit down and watch some of them together, and it would just be like a fun little family thing that we did. That I feel like is fine because the family coming together and there'd be like things that happened on the show that you could talk about and laugh together and stuff, and I think that's fine. But nowadays, like, we don't even do that anymore. We don't sit and watch a TV show together, like, at all, hardly. Just very occasionally. The screens are like separating us as a family. Like, Chase will be in the playroom on the computer, Noah will be on his tablet with his headphones on. A lot of the time the kids are in a totally different... You can come down. Yeah, the kids will be just in a totally different room on their own, listening to their own things, in a totally different world. Like, we're all just in our own little worlds, existing in the same house, but, not existing together. I feel like it just splits the family apart. So anyway, there's lots of little interesting tidbits in this book that hopefully I will be able to implement and make some real changes that will help us, and I could finally feel better about the way we use technology in our home and our lives and stuff. So it's such a, it's so hard. I was talking with my mom yesterday. I was like, what was something that came about when you were raising us, like when me and my siblings were little, that came up that you had to kind of figure out how to handle it? And she said the computer, the family computer was a big one, and gaming systems like Nintendo and stuff like that came about. Like everybody had to have a Nintendo, and then eventually teachers started wanting everybody to have a personal, like a home computer that we could use. So those are two big things that she had to figure out how to control them and set rules and stuff for them. Hold on, I gotta let Lily out. With my generation of parents and raising kids, there's so much more. There's the entire internet, everything on the entire internet. There's computers. Yeah, there's laptops. There's tablets. Yeah, almost gone. There's phones. There's video game consoles, and then there's like handheld consoles, like cheaper ones that you could buy. What else? I feel like there's more. The app stores on our phones and tablets and stuff like that is insane. Like there's just so many things for the kids to download. Like if they get bored with a game that you've downloaded for them, that's okay. There's like 500 million more that they could download to make sure that they're interested in something on the tablet. It's not like, you buy them a game for their gaming console and they get bored with it, and then you're like, oh well, I guess you gotta wait for Christmas to get another $60 game. It's like, no, they can just go on. I mean, of course you can put a stop to them downloading stuff, but it's very easy for them to go on and just download a million free games, and just, keep finding something else that will occupy them, be interesting and exciting. But just the entire internet in itself is just huge. To try to combat that and figure out how to.
I have to go pee.
You just went pee. It's just really hard to try to figure out how to manage it all. Anyway, I think I'm done rambling about this stuff for now. If you guys can relate, if you feel the same, let me know down in the comments. Maybe somebody has some grand idea that is going to help all of us.